All right. We're going to start looking at Numbers chapter 2 today. Now, this starts off, we'll find out uh, all the Israelites are going to be camping now. They're going to arrange their camp according to how the Lord tells them to arrange it. And we'll see that that arrangement has all of their tents with the doors facing in towards the tabernacle. So you might think if they're camped uh, in and we'll get a little more into it, but they're literally shaped how the way that they're camped, the arrangement of the camp forms the shape of a cross, and I think that's a neat little thing. Um, so we'll see the tribes are told specifically to be in specific locations, and the 0 point, the starting point for for all of their instruction is going to be the tabernacle. So everybody will camp according to where the tabernacle is, and they will use that as their compass as far as where to camp. So if they're all camped around it, picture a big square, and they're all camped around it. You would think that the outer camp would, at least the outer camp, would be facing outwards, uh, to protect against intruders or to see if there's any. Do we have any dangerous animals coming this way? Is there an army approaching? Do we see spies? Not so. They're told specifically to camp with their tent doors facing inwards towards the tabernacle. Tabernacle is in the center of the camp, and their tents have to be facing inward toward the tabernacle, right? God's saying, don't worry about what's going on outside of here. Focus on me, right? That's nice. Um, they're also told to each camp under a standard. A standard is like a military banner, has a symbol on it. If you go to a synagogue today, you will still see the 12 tribes of Israel represented with banners or standards inside those synagogues, and they don't put stuff inside synagogues. It's not like a lot of uh, a lot of church buildings where you have a lot of things inside there, very cluttered. Uh, we have pictures of this and pictures of that. And we got a cross over here and maybe a flag over there and maybe some instruments this way and that way. Not so in a synagogue. You get a menorah, um, and the standards, and that might be about it. Uh, and there's nothing that's we could learn something from that. Uh, but we digress. Uh, so they're set up in a certain formation. Everybody's under their own symbol or standard. Uh, and when they march, they keep that formation. So every time they get up and move, they stay in that formation. So now, not only do we have them camping in the shape of a cross, we have them marching in the shape of a cross, which is also pretty neat. That could be, uh, the cross didn't mean that shape meant nothing in that day. The Romans had not come along and invented crucifixion yet, uh, so they wouldn't have recognized the significance of it. But it would have been no less intimidating to be somebody in the land that the Israelites are coming to drive out when you see that giant cross coming at you. I think that's neat. Now, uh, because of the different sizes of the tribes, that's why we get the shape of a cross. So there's more, even though certain tribes have to be camped around specific sides of the tabernacle, we'll see that the ones on the Judah side, uh, there was there was more people, a decent amount more people in that tribe, and that would make the long arm of the cross, and that's how we get that shape, and how we know that it was that shape. Um, the symbols of the tribes we're not going to get a lot into. Um, the 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 main one that we'll look at, and the only one really that we'll cover in passing, not deeply, will be the tribe of Judah, because most people are familiar what their symbol is. So on their standard was a lion. Uh, and we can look back, Genesis 49, 9 and 10 says Judah, this is Jacob giving his blessing as he's dying. He blesses each of his children, and he gives a sentence or two to them. So Genesis chapter 49, verses 9 and 10. Judah is a lion's cub. From the prey, my son, you have gone up. He stooped down. He crouched as a lion and as a lioness. Who dares rouse him? The scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor the ruler's staff from between his feet, until tribute comes to him, and to him shall be the obedience of the peoples. Okay, there's a lot. It seems like nothing. There's a lot in there. But we'll look at verse 10 there. The scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor the ruler's staff from between his feet. This is one of the signs. They're being let known that the tribe of Judah is where the kings are going to come out of. All but one of the kings of Israel come from the tribe of Judah. And the one that didn't would be Saul. And there's a reason why he didn't. But we also see that the ruler's staff will not depart from between his feet until tribute comes to him, and to him shall be the obedience of all people. That's a future day, even for us right now. We also see in Revelation chapter 5, verse 5, they're talking about this. So what does this lion have to do with Judah? And what is this king? What tribute? And who's him that the tribute's coming to? Okay, so Revelation 5:5. And one of the elders said to me, weep no more. Behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the Root of David, has conquered, so that he can open the scroll and its 7 seals. This is Jesus Christ. Jesus is the Lion of the tribe of Judah. He is the one that the tribute comes to. He is the king that comes out of the line of kings. And now we read chapter 2. Numbers chapter 2. The Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron, saying, the people of Israel shall camp each by his own standard, with the banners of their father's house. They shall camp facing the tent of meeting on every side. To those who camp on the east side towards the sunrise shall be the standard of the camp of Judah by their companies. The chief of the people of Judah being Nashon, the son of Amminadab, his company as listed being 74,600. Those who to camp next to him shall be the tribe of Issachar. The chief of the people of Issachar being Nathanael, the son of Zuar, his company as listed being 54,400. And it goes on, and we see, much like the census in chapter 1, it is giving us the specific tribes and sizes that are in this new arrangement of the camp. We see in verse 32 that number given again. These are the people of Israel as listed by their fathers' houses. All those listed in the camps by their companies were 603,550. But the Levites were not listed among the people of Israel, as the Lord commanded Moses. We went over that a little bit last week, why the Levites were not counted, and we'll go over that again later. Verse 34, thus did the people of Israel, according to all that the Lord commanded Moses. So they camped by their standards, and so they set out, each one in his clan, according to his father's house.